Hello and welcome to the screencast, which I am doing in lieu of the Adobe Connect session, which I totally spaced last week. All right, we are on the final course downhill slide, so this is just a touch base and an update on what you need to be completing from now until the end of the semester. Woot woot. So that's pretty exciting. We have 3 weeks left in the semester, and so I'm going to revisit Fun Group Activity number 2, which is due next Tuesday, November 17th. This is our Facebook discussion and postings that have been going on. We're going to look at the social media exploration plan because that's been ongoing and what's due November 17th, as well as what is due December 8th in terms of your completed social media exploration plan. And we're going to take a quick look to see if you have signed up for your Skype session number 2 with instructor. And then there's the student engagement and assessment module that we are currently in. And it started November 3rd, but because of my not getting it published so that you could see everything, I've staggered the dates a little bit later. But the discussion is happening and happens throughout this next 3 weeks. Then you have your actual social media learning plan activity. We'll take a look at that template. Then in the final week, or final 11 days of the semester, there is a discussion about reflect, share, and respond, which is about the equivalent of finals week, not that it's a big finals exam. And I do want to make it very clear, December 11th, which is Friday, 5 p.m. is the deadline for all assignments if you are resubmitting or are late on your December 8th submission, because basically that's the end of the semester. So with that, I am going to first of all wish you a happy Thanksgiving, and please enjoy your fall break, which happens the week after next, the 23rd through the 27th of November. If you're traveling, have safe travels and enjoy your break with family and friends. So now I'm going to end the show so we can go to the course. So we'll whoosh that away. I do want to reiterate, I put an announcement on Saturday about your Fun Group assignment number 2 in Facebook. The 5 things I'm looking for: that you have posted your original meme or infographic, depending on which of those 2 items your group was pursuing, that you have a definition of a meme or infographic. It may be a group definition or an individual definition. You have provided constructive feedback to your group and classmates' creations in the Facebook group. I've put a few there as models or examples. Not a good job is not sufficient. You need to provide what's good about or strong about the meme or infographic, and then potentially where it could be improved. You have posted a minimum of 1 favorite meme or infographic you found or your group found, and then a minimum of 1 meme or infographic resource that you researched, because part of the Fun Group activity was some individual work. So those are due November 17th. Of course, there's the 1-week late grace period if you don't get it done by the 17th, but that's what I'm looking for when I am grading this assignment. And with that, I am going to jump over to, here we are in our course modules. And we are doing our social media exploration plans, which this week you are responsible for visiting a minimum of 3 of your classmates' social media exploration plans, reviewing them, and then providing them at least a minimum of 3 constructive comments per social media exploration plan that you visit. The thing that I wanted to reiterate is please make sure that you have signed up. So let's go to, we'll go back here and grab, I thought I already had it open, so excuse me. But in collaborations, you will find a link to the schedule social media exploration plan Skype session with your instructor, and I have put the December 1st through 17th schedule up, and you can see if your name is there. If it's not, there are plenty of time slots left over. And when you visit with me about your social media exploration plan, it basically needs to be done in terms of everything that you were able to accomplish, the status of the goal, what learning came out of it for you, links to learning items or products that you created as a result of your efforts. So just keep that in mind when you are scheduling and preparing for this event, a Skype session with me, that I'm expected to see what we call a fait accompli, something that is completed. All right, now going back to our social media exploration or our modules, we're going to collapse this one, and I'm going to talk a little bit about student engagement and assessment. Your first discussion post for this particular learning plan discussion that goes with this assignment is due by the 17th, and basically you will have completed the readings, and you will also be posting some basic information about what you are planning or intending to do for your learning plan. Who is your audience? What are the learning objectives? Think SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely. What social media you envision using, and a general description of the learning activity you will be developing. And once again, I'm referring to the readings because you're going to be incorporating in your post, your first post, how your thinking has been informed by what you have read. And please cite the resource or resources that you refer to in your post. Now, during the November 17th to December 1st time period, and of course we have the week in there, or the 5 days in there that are officially fall break, you are going to dig down into that learning plan and include specific activity directions, what resources students will be accessing, the directions for what students will be actually reading, and you have to remember to include support resources because sometimes the activity in of itself does need additional resources to support students in their success, and such as this social media tool. You provide links to tutorials for your students, and then once again, any resources that you cite, you will reference it in APA style. And then the week of December 1st through December 8th, because we come back November 30th from the fall break, and you will share the assessments for your learning activity. And potentially there are multiple assessments. You really only need to develop one assessment because sometimes you're thinking of a larger multi-part activity that you're going to assess at several different points or several different components. I'm only expecting to see one assessment, which will undoubtedly be a rubric. Although you can use a quiz, a test, checklist to assess student learning. Maybe you have something else up your sleeve. And once again, how has your thinking about this assessment component been informed by what you've been reading either in the readings officially or what you have read outside in your own research? Now here is the learning plan assignment or the learning plan template. I've already opened it up, and once again it's a template, so you copy and paste it into your own collaboration in Canvas. And your name, what is your audience, educational level, grade level, what content area you're in. So obviously I'm going to use, like, say I'm one of the athletic trainers, I would put my name here. I am working with undergraduate students at junior or senior level, and here is, of course, the content area might be anatomy and physiology, which is related to that things that they would be studying. This is really important. What are the learning objectives? These might be cross-referenced with, for K-12, Common Core, which is the National Common Core. At the higher ed, you might also cross-reference it with the state Common Core for higher ed, or your content-specific standards. And then you can have standards that, or learning objectives that you have just because you're that's what you're assessing your students on. And as we go through, what are the things that you expect students to know and be able to do before they are able to do what you're going to ask them to do? So the background and prior knowledge, if there is this requirement on your part, so please be aware of that. If you are answering essential questions in your discipline, this might relate to the Common Core for K-12 more than anything, but maybe your content has some essential questions, your content area. Then instructions and activities. This is what, I mean, students will see some of this, but this is the heart of what is it that you want me to do. Then the assessment. I want to, you actually have to submit not what you think you're going to assess them on. It needs to be the real deal, as if I was a student and I was looking at the rubric to know how my work is going to be evaluated or graded. And then the resources that you're going to provide your students, and so on. You can read through this. Some of this may apply to your audience, some may not. And so that's up to you, but for sure, it has to be clear what it is you're aiming for, what students are going to be doing to meet that expectation or those expectations, and then how they're going to be assessed in meeting that demonstration of learning. So here's Jana. Thank you, Jana, for being an early poster to this, or the first post to this discussion. And as she points out, this will not just be one lesson. It's like 2 modules that something that she does, but she's going to adapt it or revise it to incorporate social media and technology. And right away, you can see who her audience is. She's got her objectives, the social media, and then she has her general lesson description and some resources. And thank you very much for using the APA style here. And Nina has also posted as well. So there's some early posters and people posting, and so thank you for doing that. Your social media learning plan. Remember, you're going to be providing feedback to your classmates in this discussion. Constructive feedback. And that is part of this activity. So coming back into the course, and here's the social, let's see, the SME plan. Well, maybe I don't have it here. I take that back. Maybe the only, learning plan template. Here it is. This is where you can click on this link as well as from inside the assignment to access this template that you will be using for this assignment. And yes, you submit it in the course. Now, what else do we have going on? We've talked about your social media exploration plan, did a drive-by on student engagement and assessment, and here's where I'm actually fulfilling this obligation, the monthly conference session, which didn't actually happen. Sorry about that. And you do have one more reflective post about your book. I think everybody's pretty clear on that. It's in your blog. And Fun group activity 2. We have 2 groups doing memes and 1 group doing infographics. And then in the final week, or 11 days, this is kind of our small mini module at the very end, you're asked to reflect, share, and respond. And there will also be an end of course evaluation, which I will post after Thanksgiving. That link will be live. So my interface is going to look a little bit different than yours. Now, in the reflect, share, and respond, you actually use a social media tool. You can use the built-in Canvas record or video tool. We'll take a quick look at that. Or Screencast-O-Matic, like what I am doing. Screencast-O-Matic is free. And Tumblr, Blogger, and you are to create a reflective video about what you've learned in this class. And there are some guiding questions there. You, of course, are welcome to add more. And then you have to post your social media reflection and reply to each other. As it says here, 10 points for posting your social media product and 10 points for responding to at least 3 other classmates. Please get this done sooner rather than later. And because it's hard to post reflective comments or comment on other people's posts if they're not there. You know, we all get jammed up doing it like crazy at the last minute. So let me do a quick demonstration. We're going to go to Pages, and you have a Pages tool, I believe, and your access to view all pages is going to look a little different, but you should have access to a plus page, which is to create a new page, and voila. And I'm just going to call it Susie's Demo. And you click inside the box, and this little icon is the record media, little film strip. If you've already created it in something else, you can also upload it. But to record the media in real time, there it is. It's now ready for me to record. So I'm going to record inside a recording. Let me pull this up. And hello everybody. I can see the microphone is hot, maybe a little bit too hot. That's better. And I just wanted to say how much I have learned in this class in areas that I was interested in, as well as what the course required me to do. And I have changed my attitude or my opinion about social media. So it said click to stop recording. So it stopped. And I can save it. And hello everybody, I can see the microphone is hot, maybe a little bit too hot. That's better. And I just wanted to say how much I have learned in this class in areas that I was interested in, as well as what the course required me to do. And I have changed my attitude or my opinion. So it says record again without saving, and I can say no. But that's basically, you would create your video and using this tool, and it would post here, and then you could link to the page. And I'm basically going to cancel. Sorry. Okay. Such that I didn't create but that was just to quickly demonstrate. And then there's Screencast-O-Matic. So I'm just going to pause for the cause right at the moment. Got to get access to, there we go. All right, so that was a quick drive-by, and let's see how we did. According to our agenda, yep, we hit on, I think, everything that's listed here. Of course, please submit your questions via the conversations inbox, and I will gladly respond to any of those and share with people. So if you have a question, somebody else probably does. And then there's always ping me in Skype. So once again, happy Thanksgiving and enjoy the fall break.